If you're the kind of guy who always feels that, dating is not my cup of tea, you're always wondering whether the woman is serious with you or she is actually manipulating you, she is trying to put on an act, or whether she is just being honest, well, then today's video is for you to answer all those questions. So stop being manipulated, okay? So hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Neeti here. I am that go-to girl who brings you every week insider information about women from their point of view, what they feel, what they think, what they say. They are complicated. So do subscribe to the channel and do register for my 101 sessions as well. The link is in the YouTube bio, and it's also there in Instagram bio. I really like to meet so many of you and get to know you on a personal basis as well. Okay, now moving on to manipulation. Firstly, understand there are two kinds of women. Some who manipulate and some who would completely disregard manipulation. Women who are absolutely loose when it comes to, who are investors, who are only there with you for your maybe money, who are there with you for your financial success, for your your stature or your standard or your professional status, are the women who bring nothing on the table, okay? They would not be stimulated or driven towards work. They are only there to hang out with you. They want to look good, they want to dress up for you, they want to look hot for you, they want to impress you only by their looks, attract you by their hotness, but what do they have to give to you? Well, absolutely zero. The good women, on the other hand, are always very stimulated and driven. They're charged towards working. They will always be financially independent. They would give importance to their money. They would give importance to the fact that they will pay for their bills. They would never ask you for money. But these are the kind of women who look for men for long-term committed relationship. They look for men who will be there as companions, who will understand these women emotionally. Those are the things they give value to, because at the end of the day, they are looking for a man with whom they can really start a family and have kids. So there are two categories of women. I hope you've understood this. Okay, moving on, why men keep falling in this trap of manipulation. Now understand, men who keep falling for women who are actually very good looking, very hot, and men who keep falling for such women only for purely sex, please understand these are the kind of women who are actually using you. They're investors, they're gold diggers, they're not there to fall for you, for your values or how good you are as a man, or any such emotional factors. They're only there for you because they look at you as someone who is going to spend on her, who's going to pamper her, who's going to treat her really well. Now what tends to happen is, please understand, these are broken women. What do I mean by that? By psychologically it's proven, and because I do so many counseling sessions as well, let me decode this for you. Any woman who comes from a family where she has not seen stability, consistency, she's not seen the true love, the love that holds the bond that is there between the parents. It could be because of any financial reason, it could be because of any family reason, it could be because of any other stress. That girl has always seen the parents fighting and disagreeing and not being happy and satisfied and contented with each other. That girl is already broken because she feels that nobody can emotionally hold her or emotionally, keep her stable and secure. Now what happens with most of the men? They fall in the trap of manipulation because they're only going by the looks of that girl, that how hot she is. But you know what, in real life she is a hot mess and nothing more than that. Okay, now in your mind what's going on, that, oh, let me fix her, I'm the one who's providing, I'm the one who's pampering her, I'm the one who's taking care of her, I understand her emotions when she's going through these ups and downs or tantrums or such emotional upheavals. I'm the one who will take care of her, I'm the one who is going to fix her. But what tends to happen is that in order to fix her, you're basically just boosting your self-esteem. There's nothing more that is happening. Please understand, these women, they don't want fixing. They don't need your help. They don't want anything of theirs to be fixed. They're only using you because they look at you as their ATM, they look at you as your bank account, and that's about it. They are not interested in you. They're not attracted to you. They're there with you for some time, and then somebody else would come in their life and they are going to move on. And that is how men tend to get manipulated. So when you ask questions like, oh, all the hot girls get successful men, here's the thing. You will have to understand there are a lot of guys who are rich, who are successful, unfortunately, they always fall in the trap of manipulation, because when you see a rich, good looking guy with a rich, or maybe a very good looking girl, for all you know, she's just there manipulating him. So every relationship has its own behavioral patterns, but manipulation is something that all or most of the relationship they go through. Moving on to part number 2 is to understand where manipulation really comes from. What is going on in a woman's mind that she lands up manipulating you? Now, if you have been in a serious relationship or married life, you would probably relate to this video a lot more as compared to any guy who is just getting into the dating scene. But slowly, as you get to know the girls, you realize who's a good girl and who is really a manipulator. Now, where does this come from? Okay, understand first. There are 2 stages in every relationship, whether it's mine or yours. First is the beginning stage of a relationship where we're getting to know the person, okay? So you put your best foot forward, as girls, we try to look nice, we dress up, we do our hair. And same goes for men also, because you're trying to impress the girl, you're not trying to attract her. There are 2 different things. Impressing a girl is different. Attracting the girl is different. In the beginning stage of a relationship, we're trying to impress the girl by just doing everything to make her happy, by going out of the way, even faking it to make it, by saying something which is not true about yourself, by faking the values that you hold about yourself, just to attract the girl. Okay, those are the beginning stage of a relationship, and that is the time when your vulnerability or your insecurities, they don't really pop up. Okay, and so girls in the beginning stages of a relationship, they know that they are good looking. Okay, and so they fall for guys who are handsome and funny. But when it comes to the maintaining stage of a relationship, where you really truly starts to understand a person, the women who are manipulators are the ones who would then start, feeling a little insecure. They start to feel a little vulnerable. They start to feel that, this guy is going to leave me. There is constantly a fear of abandonment. And where does this come from? Like I mentioned earlier, she has always seen instability in the relationship between her parents that has become so deep embedded in her behavioral pattern that she's constantly scared of the fact that the guy is going to leave her, even though the guy is serious with her and is committed to her. These girls, they try to take control of the situation by starting to manipulate. For example, the girl can say that, I know you're very handsome, and I know that a lot of girls, they must be texting you, they must be calling you behind my back. Why are you shaving today? Who are you going to meet? Why are you wearing this shirt? Who are you going to meet? Why are you going today in the evening? When are you coming back? Or why are you going out with your colleagues? Who are your colleagues? Stuff like that. Questioning you time and again, not trusting you, instead of that doubting every move of a man. Now the third part is that how can you stop it, especially for guys who are in the early stages of dating or getting in a relationship, or in a relationship for that matter. Start noticing these things, please. Also, if you're married, you can notice these traits and maybe have a clear word with your partner, because not all relationships you can just break and walk out of it. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to be practical as well. So moving on to a third part, that how can you figure out and stop it at the initial stages? Okay, so number 1, you always have to see and observe and talk in a very sometimes direct or indirect manner to take out that information from the girl that, what does money really mean to you? Tell me more about your family. How was it in your growing up years? You guys are financially very well off. Was money always there? And then when she starts to talk about that, no, money was not there. Money was constrained. Money was restricted. We had tough times to see. We struggled when it came to finances. That kind of a girl, where one parent of mine was working, one was not, or, both were working, but still we could not make our ends meet. Now, these are the kind of women for whom money becomes everything, and then this is part 1. Part 2 is there could be women who will give you another answer saying that, money was always okay in our family, but the parents were very stable, very secure, and they always thought that, it's nice to spend money and it's also nice to save. Sometimes you save less because spending is also important, So children in their growing up years, if they say that they felt secure and stable, seeing their parents spend money, even if the money was less, the parents never made them feel that, there is financial constraint. Those kids are very secure when it comes to money and spending money also, whether they have lots or whether they have a little less. Okay. And the third part is, how much value does she really give to finances over emotional relationship? That is very, very important. Now, if the girl says that, I think money matters to me more over relationships, well, you get your answer. Or if the girl says that, I take both of them hand in hand, well, you get your answer. But if you plan to live together for next 50 years in a committed relationship, let me tell you something. As a husband and a wife, as partners or as live-in partners also, you see ups and downs of life. So there are going to be women who must have seen very good times in their life when the husband was really doing well. But then if because of any reason, there are financial constraints and the husband's not doing really well, or, maybe she has to step in or step up to work and to take care of the family financially. But here is when the woman starts to complain, and she's always living in the past that, oh, we had such good times then, now we don't have money, now I have to work and I have to support the family. And she is constantly complaining, and she is leading a substandard life with her husband and her family, but she is unhappy. She's not understanding the fact that what is important is for the family to be together emotionally and, sticking together in bad, rough, tough times. But on the other hand, she is just cribbing and complaining, when that is where you get your answer, and that is where you need to stop. So these are few ways of looking how to stop manipulation by understanding the psychology of a girl, because women in general, if they are nurturers, they are caretakers, they're willing to be with you, stand by you, even if you have less money, because they have faith in you, trust in you that there will be good times coming. She's willing to work along with you. If you are doing a job, she's willing to also get into a job and to support you and to support the family. That's the kind of girl you should be with, not with someone who is constantly cribbing and complaining and putting you down and telling you that you're not good enough, you're not earning enough, and you are not financially capable of taking care of the family. So I hope this video has answered a lot of your questions. Do subscribe, do give a thumbs up, help me to grow this community, because I am only supporting men and boys out there. You know why? I always ask this question. A lot of YouTubers are there for the well-being of women, but what about men and their well-being? And that is why I am here. So do register for my one-on-one personal sessions as well. The link is in the YouTube bio and also on my Instagram page. Help me to grow this channel, guys. This is only and only for all of you and your well-being. I'll see you next Wednesday. See you soon.